Imagine you are locked in a room with two people. One is a visionary, the greatest mentor you have ever met. They see your potential, they map your path to the stars. The other is a ghost, a cruel, relentless critic who knows every mistake you have ever made and whispers them to you in the dark. Now, here's the kicker, both of these people are you. The ancient texts said it first, but modern psychology confirms it. A person is elevated by the mind and degraded by the mind. Your brain does not care if you are happy, it only cares that you survive, and sometimes the survival mechanism is the very thing that destroys your soul. When we talk about being elevated, we are not talking about toxic positivity. We are talking about neuroplasticity. The mind is the only tool in the known universe that can observe itself. When you align your focus, your prefrontal cortex, the CEO of your brain, begins to filter the world differently. You start seeing luck where others see walls. You begin to build a friend out of your consciousness. This is the mind as an ally. It is the flow state, it is the voice that says we have been through worse and we are still standing. But then there is degradation. It starts with a single thought: is this all I am? In psychology, we call this the negativity bias. Your mind is like Velcro for bad experiences and Teflon for good ones. It can turn a minor setback into a permanent identity. When the mind becomes the enemy, it uses your own intelligence against you. It creates logical fallacies to prove you are a failure. It is the sophisticated saboteur because it has access to all your passwords. It knows exactly which memory will hurt the most. Most people spend their lives being bullied by their own thoughts, never realizing they are the ones holding the megaphone. You are not your mind. You are the one listening to it. The question is not how to kill the enemy within. You cannot. The question is how do you demote the enemy and promote the friend? And here's something that hurts. Your mind is a prediction machine, not a truth teller. It looks at your past, predicts a similar future, and calls it reality. When the mind acts as your enemy, it's actually just a terrified child trying to keep you safe by keeping you small. Degradation is not a lack of potential, it's the misuse of imagination. You imagine the worst case scenario so vividly that your body reacts as if it has already happened. You are literally poisoning your own biology with a thought that has not ever occurred in the physical world. This is the ultimate internal civil war. So, how do we elevate? We start by disidentifying. In psychology, we call this cognitive diffusion. You stop saying, I'm anxious, and start saying, I'm experiencing a thought of anxiety. When the mind becomes a friend, it does not stop the storms. It just reminds you that you are the pilot. Elevation is the moment you realize that your mind is a high performance engine, but you are the one who has the keys. You begin to feed it high quality data, books, silence, focused work. You stop letting your dopamine receptors be hijacked by 15-second loops of nothingness. The mind is the friend of the self when it is a servant, but it is the enemy when it is the master. Every morning you wake up and negotiate with yourself, that voice in your head that tells you to stay in bed, to skip the hard work, to play it safe. That is the enemy pretending to be your protector. To elevate, you must win that first negotiation. You do not argue with it, you just act in spite of it. Mastery is not the absence of the enemy voice, it's the ability to hear it and do the work anyway. Look at your life, look at the things you have built and the things you have allowed to crumble. Both were designed in the workshop of your own mind before they ever touched the earth. You are the architect, you are the saboteur. And today you get to decide who gets the promotion. Stop waiting for the world to elevate you. The world only reflects what your mind has already accepted.